Alright, so hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Jumping back into this, we're talking about a tier list, and I haven't uploaded a tier list video yet, but I really wanted to update on this one because this is actually very good, and it shows us a great idea and some great improvements to what you've kind of seen across the board when it does come to characters and stuff like that. As more testing occurs, realize that tier lists that started out at the beginning definitely fell off, and it's gotten so much better to this point where I think we've almost got like a perfect, somewhat tier list, you can say. And again, as always, never take a tier list to add to heart, right? You may love a character, and that character could work. I love how it zoomed in right there, but that character could definitely work. Just remember, tier lists just show you what's really, really good, but every character is really good. Some characters working this, some characters working this, but as you progress, and as you get your characters maxed out, stuff like that, it may not matter, right? But again, today, tier list it is. Let's jump into it. Let's have some fun. Like and subscribe. Helps out massively. So originally, if you haven't already seen this, this was like the back then last updated Prime tier list. I had a screenshot of it, but they got bullied like heavily because SS tier is separate than S plus tier and then S tier, and people do not like seeing SS, S plus, S, right? And it's like, dude, if they're S plus, they're S. That's it. They're like, why have SS, SS, S, right? So it's like, what the hell, right? But they changed it finally. They updated it to where it's a different ranking system, which again, we'll talk about that in a second. But this is what it originally was. Again, we have like the bottom tier characters over here, Himiko, which again, it's kind of crazy, but and below this is Herta. She just does not cut it, dog. She is always on the bottom of every tier list. She's just not it, dog. And again, if you like Herta, hey, have fun. I'm not gonna stop you. But this was what it was on the bottom half. This is what it was on the top half. So keep that in mind. A lot of changes here where some characters really saw a huge jump in comparison to what they were, because again, testing occurs. Players have the chance to pick up a character and see how they work and test out different team comps. And after testing all those team comps, there were some huge changes between Gepard, Yanqing over here, and it was good, right? So again, good tier list. Here you go, right? I want to talk about this one here today, and again, my opinion on everything here, and just show it to you because there were some great changes. To all the Herta lovers out there, I'm sorry, she didn't change. She's still a D tier. That has not changed, but maybe in the future, you know, maybe. We'll see if time progresses. If she ever gets out of D tier, there is chances. There is potential. Who knows, right? But I'm sorry to all the Herta lovers out there, if you exist, you rare species. But this is it. We saw some great changes, right? So Gepard made a jump up over here. Bronya made a jump up over here. SS tier was removed. It changed to S plus tier. We have Clara, Yanqing, sorry. We have Tingyun, we have Welt, we have Natasha, Trailblazer, Fire. So we'll go through each one and talk about it. I think they also released a little article here, which let me see if I can find that real quick. So we have the entire change list here. We removed the SS tier and pushed everyone down a tier. We admit we overdid it with the SSSSS, right? So this is like the drama that was going around. And they listened. So they listened because it was funny. It was all over the place. Like Prywin, and they were like making the meme SSSSSS tier. So they responded to that, which is huge. But Bronya over here, her buffs, so she went up to S plus tier, which is well deserved. Her buffs and additional turn mechanic are simply too strong, and without her clearing, Memories of Chaos 10 in the current phase, it's basically impossible. We have Bailu over here, which went up, and this is what I want to talk about. I did recently pull Bailu. I talked about this earlier on one of my accounts, and holy hell, Bailu is nuts, right? And as you progress through the game, you will see how much Bailu will help you. And when you get to Memories of Chaos or a simulated universe, you will see that this character will really help you. So just keep that in mind, that Bailu is great. And this is why we always mention that healer thing. Yes, Natasha is there, but Bailu is just built different, all right? But she moved up to S+, and invested Bailu is scary, exactly. Not only her pure healing output is twice as big as that of Natasha, exactly, but her invigoration mechanic makes a stimulated universe and Memory of Chaos, I promise. I didn't read this before, but it's gonna seem like I did. Much easier as her allies heal right back after receiving damage, allowing you to avoid some combos that would normally kill one of your characters. Gepard over here moved up to S+, which I'm super happy about because I recently, again, also got Gepard earlier, and he does help a lot. And as you progress also, and I don't know if he's a whaled out unit, but I saw in Memories of Chaos, you can actually progress really good and really well with a Gepard absolutely soloing with the defensibility there. But Gepard can make your team shrug off the incoming damage, as his shields can basically double their EHP. He is so strong that sometimes you don't need to pair him with a healer. That's it. So exactly, as there won't be anything to heal. Also, he enables Yanqing to become the second best DPS in the game, which is huge, right? Yanqing is basically don't get attacked and you're good to go. And because Gepard is so strong, that is why Yanqing did make a jump, which is why he's right there. He jumped up to S. Currently, he's the second best DPS in the game, behind Zila, but you need to pair him with Gepard, which is why he drops down a little bit, but very strong character. So if you did get Yanqing and you felt miserable that you lost 50-50 to him, or just pulled him, realize if you get Japard, you just enabled one character to actually do really, really good. So again, don't ever feel miserable. Yanqing plus Japard is an outstanding combo. So for future content, realize that. Master Shields plus Taunt from Cone. Or Fire MC Clara, so they can taunt and keep him safe. But Japard pairing is much, much stronger, which is true. And again, Clara being a sub taunt unit also can really help you out there. But Yanqing needs to be protected because if you let him get hit, his damage output will plummet, and you can drop down him a tier on the list. Also, in Memories of Chaos, there are a lot of ice weak enemies that can easily deal that he can easily deal with. So again, realize now that this was a point that came up. Yeah, Yanqing and drop, right? Yes, he's put it S tier here, but it's not S tier exactly. It's S tier with Japard, but he is still a great character nonetheless. You have to team him up with somebody, and you have to use him properly, right? If you're using Yanqing and you're like, oh, he sucks, why does he suck? You may be allowing him to get hit, and if he does get hit, his numbers die. He basically becomes a little bit crappy, right? But if you allow him to do his damage, not get hit, he'll pop off for you, and he will be a very good character. And I saw a lot of videos on Bilibili where they're showing off their like broken Yanqing. I'm like, what the hell happened? And then I put two and two together. Him teamed up with Japard is nuts. That combo is freaking crazy, right? Him paired up with free-to-play Trailblazer Fire. That's also very good too. Him paired up with Clara, you know, again the sub taunt, right? It's also great. So just realize in the future that yes, characters like that can change. But just, you know, Herd is stuck, right? So I'm just kidding. Sorry to any Herd fan out there. Welt, yeah, he jumped up to S. Finally, his rating has been increased. Welt's utility is unmatched, and his damage dealing output also is decent, which allows him to fulfill 2 roles in the team, which is huge. So really cool there. Natasha also jumped up. While her healing output is low, or below Bailu, sorry, not low, but below Bailu, her cleanse often makes her a better choice against some bosses in the Memories of Chaos or Simulated Universe. So all over here, jumped up to A, which is really good. After testing we've done since the release, we can safely say that Serval is the best free-to-play DPS character in Memories of Chaos. I'm just going to say MOC at this point, yeah, but she shines in AoE scenarios, and while her single target damage is a bit underwhelming, she's a great decent DPS there. She's even been used by some whales that she gives the crucial lightning coverage. Still keep in mind that Jing Yuan is around the corner and the Shader element, but she will be a great alternative to him. So if you are pulling Jing Yuan, that's a replacement, but if you aren't, you have Serval. So there is that. So yeah, Asta jumped up here and I love how I think Asta was really crapped on at the beginning of the game, like very crapped on. A lot of people said that she's useless, which is crazy, but hey, at least she got some use case now. While not as good as Baranya and Tingyun, when it comes to the buffs department, Asta offers great breaking abilities that make her a viable asset again, fire weak enemies or against them, right? So again, keep that in mind. Pretty cool. So there are some great changes here, right? And again, if your favorite character did not make it in like the top bracket, don't worry, you can still use them. Don't worry about anything there. But I'm shocked that Asta really did outdo Pella there. I'm shocked. But yeah, March 7th still, again, people are going to talk about that one. I saw mainly some criticism around some of these things here, but overall, it's a very kind of on the dot tier list. March 7th, again, comparison to Japard and Trailblazer Fire, not the best. She can do good, and she can really do good as a solo a tank unit or a defense unit, but Japard and Trailblazer Fire are just built different, so there is that. Bailu versus Natasha, it's an easy bracket to break them apart in. Natasha is great, and she's the second healer, right? So she is going to be good regardless of what you say, but Bailu is just built different, so that's there. Japard really, he saw so much jump from what he was originally, and I can really tell you from me using him on my account, he's a great character. So when I originally saw like how tier list placed Japard, I never felt good. I was like, no way that's true, and I'm super happy he did get his thing there. I'm also super happy Welt did get jumped up. Again, yeah, behind Tingyu and whatever, but still he made good ranking as S. It's pretty good. Clara and Yanqing also made good ranking. Over here for A tier, Dan Heng, Hook, Serval, each one being good in their own element. So overall, for the 3 landing in A tier, you gotta agree that's pretty accurate. Xu Sheng also, for physical, kind of there. Himiko currently is not shining too much, and you can clearly see she's one of the lower 5 stars and the lowest 5-star. But I think as time progresses, as we get more fire, weakness, whatever, maybe Himiko gets better. But for what it is right now, Himiko is good, just not like, you know, great. But Sampo also, right? That's a character when Kafka comes out and later time progresses, he may become really good. And with his Eidolons, when you max him out, actually, you may see some really good progress with him. So for all the Sampo lovers, you got some copium that he'll get better. And for all the haters, he's good to go. I don't know, Sampo's a hated character for some reason. But Arlon also, C tier, maybe time progresses, he gets better, but you know, he does not cut it as much. Trailblazer physical, though you may have invested heavily in this character, I'll tell you honestly, he really doesn't compare to what the Trailblazer Fire is. Fire version is just so much better and used in so much content beyond the point of the main one. So realize that with Trailblazer physical, not the best, but still is a good character. And then Herta, I'm sorry, it hurts to say, get it, Herta? I'm just kidding, but she's pretty bad. But again, maybe time tells and Herta gets better. Don't worry, things can change, okay? So overall, great freaking tier list. I think this is like close to perfection. And as time progresses, more changes will occur. Realize when Genuine hits the game, that's also going to change some things, and maybe some characters that weren't as good get jumped up to S tier, because if you pay, kind of merge them, that'll be good things, right? So again, Genuine probably going to hit S+ as damage dealer when he drops. No argument there. But again, that's kind of what it looks like. Overall, a great freaking tier list here today. And I think that it's probably one of the better ones we've had. So again, you can look at this and decide. Again, not finalized as, oh, I can never use my character. She sucks or he sucks. Don't worry about it. Each character shines in a certain area. But that's there. So peace out and enjoy. Bit it for me. Just want to talk about this here today. And I think they did great here. Yeah.